Kamila Valieva performed a clean triple axel at the Atari Tutberidge Show Champions on Ice. Kamila Valieva evaluated the past competitive season. The whole season was bright. The Russian championships in jumping was very bright. I didn't think I could do all the quadruple jump attempts. The way we prepared for the Russian championships and the way the competitions were held can be called a competitive miracle. Unfortunately, at the Grand Prix final I was not able to do the triple axel, although I had been doing it during training. But it was also an emotional start, because it was held in St. Petersburg, Valieva said. While we're skating through the show, and it gives you confidence in your jumps. That kind of energy comes from the audience. Plans? There's still time until next season, let's close this one first, TASS quoted the skater as saying. Watch Kamila Valieva's full performance and with music on the Champions on Ice show on our website figureskating.org. Go to our website figureskating.org at the link in the description. Olympic women's singles skating champion Anna Shcherbakova was pleased that she was able to recover her triple flip, triple toe loop Cascade for Atari Tutberidge's group show Champions on Ice. It seems to me that any show is a celebration of sports, of figure skating, because that's what we give people, this celebration. I want everyone to leave the show charged with emotion. Yesterday it was a little bit hard, but today, frankly speaking, for the first time I felt that I was so nervous before the performance at the show. I don't know what it's about, I can't remember the last time I was this nervous. I was surprised at myself, but it had good consequences. Did a cascade for the first time after a long time, so very satisfied. I do a lot of different cascades in training, but mostly alone. I didn't really practice it on the program, I just had such an impulse today, I wanted to show that I had it. I'm glad that I did it, because I can show stability separately. Especially in such a difficult program for me. I adjust my program each time to my condition. I always try to be in perfect shape for competitions, but with the show there is a lot of traveling, different arenas, you try to adjust to your condition in order to show a clean version every day, to the maximum. Sometimes it's an easier set, sometimes you feel like you can get harder, like today. If you want to do it, why not? Moreover, the risk was justified, Shcherbakova said. You can watch Anna Shcherbakova's performance at the Champions on Ice show in Moscow on our website figureskating.org. Go to our website figureskating.org using the link in the description. Russian figure skater Daria Usacheva published a video from her training session, which captures the athlete performing the triple Lutz. Step by step, Usacheva captioned the video on her Telegram channel. Usacheva, 16, is a silver medalist at the 2020 World Junior Championships in women's singles skating. In November 2021, the skater suffered a severe hip injury at the Grand Prix in Japan and has not competed since. Some time ago, the athlete tried out with the 2020 Youth Olympics winner Daria Usacheva at the training camp in Dubai, but the skaters did not fit together for a number of reasons, one of which was the height parameters. For the same reason, Usacheva's possible transition to ice dancing is complicated. There are not enough partners in Russia who fit her anthropometry. Alexandra Boakova and Dmitry Kozlovsky, champions of Russia 2023 in sport pairs competitions, told how they trained the quadruple toss, which they performed without mistakes in public the day before on the final of Atari Tutberidge's Champions on Ice show. Boakova. It took us 9 attempts at a quadruple ejection on the show to get it out. Kozlowski. Sasha broke a certain barrier. In pairs skating, the quadruple ejection was treated as something forbidden. To give you an analogy, it's like the forbidden forest in Harry Potter. You shouldn't go there, but just like that famous trio from the books, our duo proved that you can go there and you can even come back from there. We didn't just do the quadruple throw as part of the training process, we did it under the hardest conditions. Without practically any warm-up. Before Sasha did 3 quadruple throws, we did only 1 at a couple of kilometers per hour. Then, In the semi-darkness on the already rolled ice, Sasha did a quadruple toss. It shows that the element is working, it can be done, we need to work on it. We are waiting and hoping that the people who determine the grades will do a fair thing and raise the cost of elements of Ultra C in pair skating. What emotions did you experience? Didn't you see, smiling? Boykova. It's great that the audience was so supportive of all the guys, all the elements. The audience shouted so loud that I could not hear how we shouted with Dima, because for us it was a goal, to do a quadruple toss in public. What to work on now? We have a lot to work on, at least to perfect those quadruple elements. Kozlowski. It's one thing to make a quadruple throw at once, but it's another thing to integrate it into the program. That's what we'll work on. We did a quadriceps for the third show in a row, and the way she did it, the way she landed on one leg, I thought, Sasha, it's time to do it, it's not serious anymore. We talked about the goals we want to reach in terms of staging for the Olympic season, and quad elements are an integral part of our ambitious 2026 program. Anastasia Messina and Alexander Galiamov, the 2021 world champions in the pairs competition, reacted to their opponent's performance of the quadruple ejection on the show. The day before, Messina and Galiamov's main competitors, their teammates Alexandra Boykova and Dmitry Kozlowski, performed a quadruple ejection in the final of the Champions on Ice show. There are definitely plans to make it harder. To be competitive, to fight for high places, we have to keep not just at the same level, but to increase it. Our opponents don't want to sit still. You have to understand that it's a sport and nobody will accept lower positions. Fourth down? We learned it, we did it in training. But at the show, it's better at the competition, so it's really wow and so it's really clean. We'll try to do it. We have training for that, a team of coaches who help us with that. We only plan to do it if it's at a competition, and that's the best way we can do it. What emissions have you tried in practice? Salcho is the best so far. To be able to do a quadruple, you need to have perfect technique of the triple. Stability should be at least 95%, only then you can somehow count on a quadruple ejection, said Galiamov.